When sports are life and life is sports, I'm James Simmons and I got 5 on it. Kyrie Irving, villain or wrongfully accused? Let's get into it. As we know, Kyrie is no stranger to media attention, has a huge following on his social media, just a person in the spotlight. Phenomenal basketball player, endorsed by big companies, and has been just out there in the basketball world, and particularly with his movement from Cleveland to the Nets and to Boston, just out there. Kyrie, you can just say his first name and people know who you're talking about. Last year, Kyrie found himself in the media for some not so good reasons. On October 27th, he put a tweet out of a title of a documentary that was on the Amazon platform that many viewed as being anti-Semitic. I have not watched the video. I can't speak to the video, so I'm just going to leave that at that. I'm just going to talk a little bit about some of the happenings and developments that went on in the media following that post. And immediately after Kyrie posted just the title with no other words or any other context, just the title of that documentary, the next day, the owner of the Brooklyn Nets went out in the media himself and totally condemned any type of hate speech, rhetoric, just any hateful behavior towards the Jewish community. I can definitely understand if he had watched that documentary and he fully knew what was in it, why he would do that. If he hadn't, I would not understand why he would have done that. On the 31st, a few days later, Kyrie was mandated to make a $500,000 donation to agencies that fight hate against other communities. He also had to do some work with the Anti-Defamation League. On November 3rd, Kyrie would be suspended by the Brooklyn Nets. He would be suspended indefinitely. There was no time frame around how long he would be away, but he definitely was going to be suspended from the team without pay. Shortly after the suspension, Kyrie would go on to make a statement, an apology, and I don't believe that this apology was sufficient in the eyes of the owner, in the eyes of some fans who would come out and protest him being around. Just wasn't a statement that was sufficient in mending and healing some of the wounds that were caused. On November 4th, his deal with Nike was suspended. So it was put on hold. It was suspended at that particular point in time. On December 5th, his relationship with Nike after 11 years or so was terminated, and he would no longer be doing business with them. So in a matter of a month, from October 27th to December 5th, a month and a couple of days, a lot went on. Kyrie was in the news on a constant loop, and he stood by, his statements. I'm a person of love. I'm not a person of hate. I would not do something of that nature. And he stuck by that. He would ultimately, after the suspension, go and rectify that or try to take it to the next level of healing and bringing people together, say that he should have been more mindful of posting the title of that documentary without context. So again, not apologizing for it, but without context. I know I get texts, I get social media posts and things of that nature of lots of stuff. A lot of people do not give me the context of what they're sending. They'll send me a link to something. I'll read it, I'll watch it, and I will formulate an opinion from there, and then we would have a conversation. Happens to me all the time. And sometimes I wonder, okay, what are your thoughts about sending this to me to have me view it? And then, we have a conversation. So I'm giving them my thoughts about it before I even know what their thoughts about it is. And I don't take offense to it because I like to have conversations about race, about religion, about ethnicity, about diversity, equity, inclusion. I don't shy away from those conversations. So if someone's going to send me something, I'm going to take a look at it and we're going to have a conversation. But Kyrie did apologize for not having more context in the tweet or the post that he had sent out. Now, he would come back after missing 8 games and has played extremely, extremely well. Brooklyn has gone on to great heights in their division, moving up, winning, I think 11 or 12 games in a row, 14 out of 17, some just crazy numbers, just doing extremely well. January 29th. I see a post where he is first in all-star voting, according to the rankings of fans, the rankings of players, and 4th when it comes to the media. And, I started this video out by saying villain or wrongfully accused. I have not known us in sports world or just here in general in the U.S. of being so forgiving of a wrong that has been done. And it was really shocking to me to see how high he ranked in those categories. And again, not taking anything from Kyrie, I have my opinions on the whole situation. It's not what it's about. Taking a different angle and how quickly either people forgot, how quickly people have forgiven, or was there really something to the whole thing in the first place? I know there was a lot of people that were in support of Kyrie. You've got free speech. You shouldn't have to apologize for posting a link to something that you would later go on to say, no, I don't support that. I'm a person that loves everybody, And I've looked at it as if, what if he was trying to expose Amazon for having that video on their platform? What if he was trying to engage, and he has lots of followers, but we know Kyrie is this person who is a free thinker. Maybe he was trying to get people to look at this and draw up a conclusion for themselves without telling them what this is about, So I really took a look at it from a lot of angles. I do appreciate or understand if it has hurt some folks and where an apology or more context could have been given to alleviate some of those things. And that's where we have to do a better job at communicating with one another. Because again, like I said, my circle is not as big as 2 million, 3 million, 10 million, or whatever he's got following him. Okay. I know the people who follow me very intimately. So when they send me something, I understand that they're trying to get me to look at something a little bit deeper so we can have a conversation. So I just wanted to get your thoughts on that. Was Kyrie a villain or was he wrongfully accused? Did he need to apologize? Did he apologize in the right way and for the right thing? And again, it was pretty much, I love people, but I am going to apologize for not having more context. I'd love to get your thoughts, your opinions on this take. These are some of the things that we talk about, some of the heavy stuff that happened in the world. How can we get better at communicating with each other so that we can minimize any hurt or any damage that's done? That's my take. I got 5 on it. Take care, be good, God bless, and I'll be with you on the next one.